Hey guys, Pablo here, and welcome to a brand new video in which we're going to talk about a project that is called Credit Cleaner. They have this token called CC token, Credit Cleaner token. They offer services for credit scoring and credit repairing that we're going to talk about what that is, what credit scoring is, what credit repairing is, why do we need this, what this project has to offer. This is a service that they actually are providing for like 3 years now, but in a centralized way, and now they're on the blockchain now, and we're gonna cover all the details of this project, of their token, the utilities of the token, because it offers a lot more than just credit scoring and credit repairing. We're gonna have lending, borrowing, and all those things. So we're going to discuss the benefits of the token. We're going to talk about what this project has to offer, what's going to happen in the future. And you can currently purchase the CC token on the QuickSwap exchange, and you can also use the Polygon Network's MetaMask wallet. They launched on the Eureka smart chain, and then they migrated to Polygon, and now they have deployed on the Phantom chain, and they'll be adding Binance Smart chain and the Ethereum too. So you can see this is a multi-chain network. We're gonna have a lot of like DeFi services, utilities that we use in everyday life that we're gonna have in this one. Yeah, we're going to cover all the details. You can also take a look at the Medium page for the details on how you can purchase the token. In this video, we'll be focusing on all the other information about the project, how promising it is, what potential does it have. We're also going to talk about the tokenomics, like the allocation of it, and we're going to conclude from their roadmap. So this is what we're going to discuss. Make sure that you watch till the end. If you have any questions, you can ask me in the comments. I'm going to put all the links that'll be in the description of the Medium page, through which you can take a look at the guide and other information about their website, and also their white paper. So make sure that you get the links from the description, also the social media, so make sure that you join them there. And with this being said, we're going to get into it. Just know that this is not an investment or a financial advice, because it'll be completely up to you to invest in any project that you want to. So always do your own investigation and research. And with this out of the way, let's get straight to the project. Now here we are at the official website of Credit Cleaner. This website is currently being updated, so probably when you'll be taking a look at it after some days, it'll be updated. But we already have complete information, so it's okay. Now, this is a well-developed project. The utility that they have is something that they've been providing for over 3 years now, but in a centralized manner. And now they are shifting towards blockchain because, of course, it offers more solutions and it offers more rewards to the people. So what's going to happen in this one is, as the word itself of the project says, Credit Cleaner. There's a lot of people that know about the concept of credit repairing, credit scoring, credit data, what that is for, what are the benefits of this, and all those things. But there's also people that do not know what this is, and this is the video for them in a sense, because we're going to learn what credit scoring is, what credit repairing is, and what is being offered in this that is not being offered in the centralized companies. So we're going to discuss all those things. We have two kinds of audience. One that actually needs the utility that we're going to have in this one. And then we have the investors who don't actually care about the actual utility, because they don't want to use that, but they want a project that have a solid utility so that they can put their investments in. So it's kind of like for both of those, and explaining all these things will help you understand how important and significant credit repairing and credit scoring actually is. So first of all, let's start with what credit scoring actually is. So credit score, this is a number between 300 and 850 actually, that depicts a consumer's creditworthiness. So basically, this is the score that a lender sees, and then he or she decides that if he or she wants to offer credit or not, or if he wants to offer or she wants to offer, then how much they want to offer. If you have a good credit score, you get better credits, not just like credits, you get all sorts of benefits, like you have to pay lower interest rates, you easily get approvals on bank loans, on rental apartments, and you don't have to pay for security deposits on utilities, because they know that you have a good credit score, and that gives them confidence. But in case that you have a bad score means that there's some payments that were probably overdue, or you have a lot of like open accounts and you have a higher level of debt in your account, and then people like hesitate on giving or let you borrow loan or use these kind of services because it poses risk, but they still take the risk if you agree on paying higher interest. So in that case, if you have a bad score, you have to pay higher interest. So credit score is basically this score that helps the lenders or those companies decide whether they want to offer you this thing or not, or how much they want to offer, like what interest rates they're going to give you guys and stuff like those. So if I have a better, let's say if I have a better score, the credit card company that I'm using will let me borrow more money because they know that I'm gonna pay it off, and they're gonna charge me less interest rates. But if I have a bad score, they're gonna let me borrow at least, like they may not even let me borrow anything at all, or if they let me borrow, they're gonna let me borrow a less amount and I'll have to pay higher interest. So that pretty sucks. Now here comes the credit repairing. Credit repairing is basically improving the score, the credit score, and this is done by basically removing the inaccurate information from your credit data. When that is removed, that is affecting your credit scores improve. Now, a lot of companies offer this, but the problem in those centralized companies is that, well, first, they're centralized. And since they're centralized, there are like inconsistencies that arise from the foreclosure, bankruptcies, and more. And the algorithms that they have that calculate the credit score, it is plagued with security and transparency problems, which we know that we don't have that in the blockchain. And then we have to pay for first the consultation fees, and then we have to pay for the the data. Like, not in all companies, but I have seen companies that are take payment for these too. So you have to pay for consultation, for getting the credit score, and then for the repairing, and they actually cost you a decent amount. But in this one, in blockchain, all these problems are taken care of because it is decentralized. And we're going to talk about how they have created this whole decentralized thing. We're going to talk about they have their ledger called CC Ledger, Sidechain. So we're going to talk about all these things and how it is decentralized, and we're going to talk about staking and how that earns you right to vote and all those things. So this is what credit score is, what credit repairing is. The benefits that we have for good credit scores is we get lower interest rates on credit cards and loans. We get easier approval for rental houses and apartments. We get better chances for credit card and loan approval. You can borrow more money. You get better car insurance rates. You don't have to pay for the the security deposits on utilities. And let's be fair, one of the major things is that you get the bragging right for having a good score, and it is something to be proud of. And if you want to talk about the drawbacks of having a bad score, just make the opposite of the benefits, and there you have it. So it's pretty significant that having a good score is important, and if you have inaccurate information on your credit data, it'll affect your score, and you'll be facing a lot of problems and challenges because of this. So credit repair is a major utility. It's a major need that everyone needs, and in the centralized companies, it is being offered there, but not in a perfect way. So this project, they already are providing the service for 3 years now, and now they're on the blockchain now. So now if you talk about what this project in the blockchain has to offer, Credit Clear, that is the name of the project. It is a world first multi-network DeFi platform. It is multi-network because it was I think it was deployed on the Eureka network, and now they have migrated to Polygon Network, and they also have deployed on the Phantom chain, and they'll be adding Binance Smart Chain and also probably Ethereum too. So this is multi-chain. They're building a community-governed credit rating system as well as other decentralized finance solutions such as borrowing and lending that we'll be having in this quarter. And talking about the credit repairing, credit scoring, this is currently being worked on, and in this year we're going to have first a test net, and then we're going to have the mainnet. So we're going to talk about the roadmap entirely in the end. So what happens in this one is all of these services, they're done in decentralized finance. They're done in a decentralized manner. So they have a CC Ledger that basically serves as a hub for credit repair and data tracking. And talking about the sidechain, that'll be the house data and a community-backed credit rating system. And with this system, you will be able to dispute and remove outdated and unverified data and easily manage proper reporting. And that's how you improve your scores in a decentralized way, and you don't have to pay a lot of money like you have in other companies. And in this one, you have to you use the token for these things, but you get rewards if you stake their token, the CC token. You get all these benefits of the services, but you also get rewards, and there's a lot of other services that you can use with just one token. And since it is on the blockchain, it ensures full security, we have high speed, and we have very low transactional costing. So the CC token, that is a stakeable token that serves a variety of utility functions, and 30% of the platform's revenue will actually be used for buyback and burn in order to provide more security and not security, stability for the token. Now, if we talk about what the CC sidechain actually is, this basically serves as a ledger, just like we have in blockchains, in which blocks are verified. We have different proof of consensus mechanisms through which it works. We have proof of work. We have proof, like there's a lot of consensus mechanism now, and there are a lot of hybrid consensus mechanisms now. So in a ledger, we have blocks, and the validators verifies those blocks. In this case, it'll be by staking. So the ledger, it is designed to, as I mentioned before, it is designed to become a hub for credit data tracking and credit scores. It will be completely autonomous, and it'll be fully governed by the staked CC token. So the CC token actually is the governance token too in this manner. And since there's no like third party that is actually doing this in a centralized way, it is completely autonomous. It is completely decentralized. Individuals can simply open accounts. They can stay in touch with their credit data, as well as receive an updated credit score that is based on the sidechain's rating algorithm. And CC holders will be able to stake their tokens on the CC sidechain and govern the sidechain through a decentralized consensus mechanism, while they will be receiving staking rewards from the fees that will be generated by the sidechain's transactions that happen. So a portion of it will be used, and they'll be given back to the people that stake the token. So we have the staking rewards, and staking it gives us power to govern, and we can use this for these services, for credit scoring, for credit data tracking and stuff like those. So again, just summarizing what this will be used for. It'll be used for credit scoring, credit repairing, for governance on the sidechain, for lending and borrowing, which will be coming in this very quarter, like in quarter 2. So we're almost there. And then it'll be used for earning, because we get rewards. And there are other necessary decentralized applications that will be, using this token in. So we have a lot of kind of utilities that are currently being developed, and there will be more and more utilities that will be developed where this will be used. Now, we have discussed everything about the project. We have discussed about the utilities that they have, what they have to offer. We talked about CC sidechain, CC ledger that's used. Everything here up till now looks very, very solid. We talked about how they have migrated from the different chains, and now it's a multi-chain network. So now let's talk about the tokenomics of the CC token, which we actually have on their website too. If you talk about the CC token, which is right here. So if you talk about the allocation, we already talked about where it will be used. But the name is Credit Cleaner Token. The symbol is CC. We have a total supply of 20 million, and the development team will be gifted 2 million for all their hard work and stuff. And then we have marketing. The team tokens are actually locked. You can see the lockup that are placed in here. We have 8 million for the marketing. We have 4 million of the marketing that is locked, and 2 million of the team tokens that are locked. And you can see the lockups right here. And they have been using the other 4 million that is for a lot of other marketing services, for exchange listings and for airdrops. So if you follow them on Twitter, you can probably see that they've been doing a lot of airdrops, and they also did burns. So you can take a look at the burns too, and they will be doing more and more. There will be more and more exchange listings. Like now that they're deploying on different chains, they're getting more and more exchange listings. So I think by this year, they'll be getting more than 4 to 5 exchange listings, centralized and decentralized. It can be a lot more, because they will be deploying on a lot of chains. But just to be on the safe side, like 4 or 5, that's like the determined amount that this is for sure. This is the minimum that'll be exchange listings that they're gonna have. So if you talk about the roadmap that you can see on your screen right now, we have the quarter 1 migrating to Eureka Smart Chain. So they have deployed on the chains. They'll be deploying on the Binance Smart Chain. They already have deployed on the Phantom chain, and they already have deployed. They're migrated to the Polygon chain too. And then they're going to go for coin payments and CoinGecko listings, and then they're going to go for the sidechain testnet. And before this, they're going to have the DeFi lending and borrowing platform that will be going live, so in the next quarter. And then they're going to have the sidechain testnet, and then the mainnet, the voting consensus, and then there will be more exchange listings. And they have done a lot of things that they promised, like more than they promised on the roadmap. They already have done that, and they're doing that. So I think that's pretty insane. And I think we have covered complete information and a lot of information about it. Of course, if there's something that you still don't know, you can ask me in the comments, and I'll provide you guys with all the links, especially their Medium page and their white paper. And this is the previous company that they have worked for 3 years. So I'm gonna give you guys links of all these things. If you still don't know anything, of course you can ask me, but this is all I have for you guys in this video. Make sure that you follow them on all their social media. I'm gonna link those in the description too. Disclaimer: trading digital assets involve significant risk and can result in the loss of your invested capital. You should ensure that you fully understand the risk involved and take into consideration your level of experience, investment objectives, and seek independent financial advice if necessary. It is up to you whether to invest or not.